All right, everyone. Just give me a second. Let me make sure that everyone is on. By the way, I'm Dr. Jessica Houston, founder of expectingvictory.com. I am a transformational speaker as well as a speaker coach. What I really enjoy doing is, first of all, being an inspiration to others, but also I enjoy teaching coaches, authors, speakers, consultants how to build authority and how to generate more revenue by leveraging public speaking. And so I talk a lot about consistency. And so tonight I'm just popping on for a few minutes because I do want to be more consistent with going live. That's actually one of the growth triggers is being consistent, and I will get into that in just a moment. So just give me another minute because I don't like to waste people's time. So when I get on, I'm not going to take 5-10 minutes. I'm just going to hop in and get started. So let me see here. I'm going to try my best to look at the chat. But if I'm not able to say anything back, it's because I'm again using one stream, and so I can see Facebook. Let me just give me another second. Let me try to at least check out what you all are saying. But again, what I'm going to be talking to you tonight about is growth triggers. And so I'm going to be sharing with you 4 strategies that you can use right now to reach your goals quicker, So without me prolonging this, the first thing I want you to know is that you have to be motivated and you have to have a desire to grow. And so I'm going to get into that in just a second. But before that, I do want to share that I have a new program that is absolutely free. It's absolutely free. You can actually check it out by clicking the link to my link tree. And it is called Accelerating Your Success. So this program is basically for aspiring and emerging entrepreneurs. And again, it's free. It's something that I have sold in the past, but I want to help you to kickstart your success. Do you want to end 2021 strong and step into 2022 ready to win? If you do, make sure that you check it out. Again, it is absolutely free. So as I was talking about this thing called motivation. So a lot of times people act like motivation isn't that important. Like I am, many of you may know, I have a partnership with Motiversity, which focuses on motivation. And a lot of people are like, motivation is shallow, but the truth is desire is not enough, right? And I'm going to share with you many of the things that you really need in order to be able to grow, to be able to achieve your goals. But having a desire is not enough. If you're not motivated, that means you're not going to get up off your butt and do what you need to do to win. Like if you want to lose 10 pounds, you have a desire to do it, but you're refusing to change your eating habits. You're refusing to drink enough water. You're refusing to exercise. Then do you really want it? You're not motivated enough. So the first thing you want to do is make sure that you know what it is that will motivate you to get up. So what is it that will motivate you to get up out of bed? Not just get up, but jump up out of bed. Not even waiting on your alarm clock, right? So what is it that will motivate you? That's when you know you're ready to grow. When you're not just saying, I want this, but that I'm motivated to do it. The next thing is you want to have capacity. You not wanna, let me change that. You need to have capacity. And what do I mean by that? You need to have the capacity to handle the growth process. Who am I talking to tonight? You've got to have the capacity to handle the growth process. Why? Because the growth process is not fun. The end result is fun. It's fun hitting that goal, but when you look at what you have to go through, sometimes you gotta go through change, you gotta go through discomfort, you gotta go through rejection, frustration, disappointment. Maybe you go through a little bit of weariness. Maybe you go through a little bit of, I don't know what I need to be doing right now. Like, this is too much. You go through a range of emotions. And so you have to be able to handle that. So it's one thing to say you want it, but it's another thing to really work on your mindset and work on your emotional intelligence and get to the place where you can handle the pressure. Woo! My goodness, where you can handle the pressure that goes along with getting to that next level, getting to that next dimension. And so what you'll find is that once you pass a level, you feel like, okay, I got this. But when it's time to go to that next level, then you have to increase your capacity again. You got to increase your potential again to deal with what goes along with that. A lot of people say, oh, I want to be famous. I want to be this. But can you handle it? If you get upset, oh goodness, if you get upset when somebody in your neighborhood or somebody on your job is talking about you, or if a stranger on social media posts a negative comment about you, can you really handle thousands of people, millions of people talking about you? Can you handle that? And so when you say you want to grow, when you say you want more, you want to ask yourself this question: do I have the capacity to handle more? So you want to prepare yourself physically, emotionally, spiritually for where you desire to go. The third thing is consistency. And that's what I started out talking about, is I have to be consistent myself. And there are a lot of things that are easy for me. Like, it's easy for me to get up 3:30 in the morning. It's easy. Like, I can jump up 3:30, 4 a.m. really easily. I can get up, do my exercise, pray, work, get Camille ready, work some more, like that it's easy for me. But then when it comes to other things, I have to be intentional about it. And so when it comes to growing your business, when it comes to becoming the person that you desire to become, you have to be consistent, and you have to be consistent in spite of the results that you are seeing. I often think about when I first started speaking, and it was tough, and it still gets tough, but I remember saying, maybe I'm not cut out for this. And every time I felt like I got to that point where I was just like, this is too much. I'm working, I'm pitching, I'm reaching out to people, emailing people, cold calling, like I was doing it all. And it was just like, this is hard. But I had to be consistent in spite of how I was feeling. I had to be consistent in spite of all of the rejections I was getting when I was submitting proposals. I had to be consistent when I really didn't want to send another pitch. I had to be consistent when I really didn't want to create more content for social media. And so I say to you that you can't allow your performance to be based upon how you're feeling, or even based upon your results, because this is the thing that I have learned after almost a decade of being in business, is that it's really about trial and error. It's about testing, getting feedback, coming back better, revising. And a lot of people, I had this thought, now that I'm talking about consistency, about the fact that a lot of people fail not because they couldn't succeed, but because they quit after failing once or twice. They quit because they didn't get the results they expected the first time, the second time, the third time. So for me, Let me be honest now. When I get disappointed because I'm an achiever. I'm a recovering perfectionist. I like things to go the way I like them to go. And when I feel like things aren't going the way I want them to go, I feel it. But I also understand that I have to look at the big picture. I can't get stuck in the moment. And so tonight, I want to challenge you to not get stuck in the moment. And if you're watching this on replay, go ahead and type replay. And I want you to also type, I will be consistent. I will be consistent. This is the only way to win. It's the only way to win. Everybody that you see who made it to the top, you best to believe they've gone through some valley moments. You best to believe I've gone through some valley moments. So it may look glamorous when you see the end result, but you have no idea what that person went through to get to where they are. They had to be consistent. And a lot of times when we hear trust the process, we're thinking, oh, well, I didn't know it was this. No, most of us don't. I always say God he tricked me a little bit, because if I knew all that was entailed in what I'm doing right now, I probably would have passed on it, because there's just so much. And what I love the most about it is that I get to change lives. But when you're in that space of you're just getting started, or you're really hoping for this huge opportunity, don't get stuck in waiting for the huge opportunity. You can create your own opportunities. Going back to capacity, you can have the capacity to create something. You can have the capacity to produce what it is that you want to see in your life. And a lot of times we think, oh, well, it's not working out because this person was supposed to help me and they didn't, or this person said they were going to support me and they didn't. It happens all the time. And what I want to challenge you to do is not put that burden on someone else. Don't even have the expectation that family and friends buy from you, that family and friends support you. I rode that horse and I had to get off, because all it does is it upsets you. And the thing is, it still comes back to you. It still comes back to me. I got to do the work. I got to invest in coaching. I've got to invest in courses. I've got to attend conferences. I got to sit down and create the content. If I need support, I've got to hire the support. And so, in spite of what's going on around me, my job is to what? Remain consistent. And then the fourth and final thing is you have to stay in your lane. It's so easy to be looking around. Oh, so-and-so is doing this. Oh, so-and-so is launching that. So-and-so is on this platform. In order to grow, you've got to be laser focused on you, on your plan. And first of all, you got to have one, but on your plan, on your mission, on your vision, on what you are good at. So what is your superpower? You want to know what that is and stay in that lane. So if you have a website that needs to be designed and that's not your thing, don't try to do it, because you're going to waste hours when you can use that time to work on what it is that you are a genius at. So a lot of times we're wasting time because we're all over the place. Your mind is like a congested highway. You don't know which way to go. You don't know if you're coming or going. You're not organized enough. So when you stay in your lane, when you focus and you keep hitting that tree until it falls down, you're going to make progress. This is the thing. As long as you refuse to give up, as long as you decide that I'm going to keep trying things out and seeing if it works, and if it does work, I'm going to do that again. If it doesn't work, I know I can't do that again. You're going to see results. You're going to see success has to find you if you refuse to give up. Let me just put it that way. If you refuse to give up, somebody needs to type that in the chat. If you refuse to give up, success has to find you. So put your energy, your focus, your time, your resources into what it is that you do well, into your mission and into your vision, and then you delegate and you outsource the rest. So I'm going to go over these again for anyone who is just joining, but you can always come back and catch the replay. And again, if you are checking in on the replay, let me know, hashtag replay, that you're joining via the replay. So I do want to mention again that I am giving away my accelerated success training. This is a 2-course training, comes with a worksheet. I'm telling you, it is phenomenal and it's free. So all you got to do is click my Linktree link and you will find Accelerating Your Success, the free training that I want you to check out, because this is just a taste, but you definitely want to check that out. So again, going back, what are growth triggers? These are strategies. These are tools. These are things that you can do, tips that you can use to immediately begin to see results, immediately begin to see success. But you got to do this. You got to first have motivation. You got to be motivated enough to get up, as I said in the beginning, off your butt and do what it takes. You got to have a whatever it takes mindset, but you also have to have a desire to grow. Desire isn't enough. You need both motivation and desire. The next thing is you have to have capacity, right? Capacity to emotionally handle what goes along with the growth process. Again, it may look pretty when you cross the finish line, but you and I know that it's going to take some work to get there. Number 3 is consistency. You have to be consistent if you want to see results. If you do it once or twice and you say it didn't work, then did it really not work, or were you just not consistent? And number 4, stay in your lane. Stay in your lane. Your next level is going to require focus. If you enjoyed this, be sure to share it out. I will go back. I was trying to catch all of the comments, but I'm going to have to go back. Me trying to multitask is just not going to work. But I will go back and check the live stream. So if you have a question, feel free to type it and I will come back and answer all of your questions for you. Until next time, take care.